folks, and welcome back, everybody. I'm Tom, and the simulcast is up and running now from the Columbia Broadcasting System. It's Monday night, June the 10th, 1996. Glad you dialed us up. For Nicholas Turturro, one of our favorite actors, and Richard Ford, author and one-time room service waiter. I've often wondered what these guys think when they walk into a room and people go like this, you know. Anyway, you know, usually I spend Mondays here reviewing the weekend, and this has really been a stinker. I cleaned out the pool refrigerator, and I cut myself here, but you don't want to hear about that. I've got a man with me tonight who had the most incredible weekend of all. His name is Steve Mason. He's my partner on the Late Late Radio Show on CBS Radio, on many of these same stations. And Steve this weekend had the opportunity of calling play-by-play baseball in the AAA for the first time in your life. Now, your background in sports is extensive, right?
Yes, it is extensive. In fact, at the age of 12, I was the bat boy for the Toledo Mud Hens.
Legendary team in the American Association.
Very famous. Jamie Farr helped to make the Mud Hens very famous, and Tony Packo's Hot Dogs back there. And it was a big night, big crowd, and I got to do play-by-play.
What was the occasion of you going back to do this particular game on Saturday night?
Well, a couple of things. It was the cable system night, and it was one of the biggest crowds of the year, and also...
Cable system night.
Yes, yeah. They bought all the tickets and gave them out free. And also it was Marge Shot poster night. And so you can imagine they came from the hills for that.
So now you went out Friday night, so you'd have plenty of time to prepare for the game, right?
That's correct.
And so you got there well before the game.
I actually got there in the second inning.
In the second inning. What happened?
Well, I'm telling you, I have no idea how the airlines work nowadays, but you can't get anywhere you intend to go on time. It was unbelievable.
So you get there in the second inning, and obviously then you have no time to prepare and familiarize yourself with the people who are playing for the teams, right?
None at all. I knew no one on the Norfolk Tides roster. I knew no one on the Toledo Mud Hens roster. They handed me a scorecard and said, start talking.
I know the feeling. Every night they say, go out there and do something.
Absolutely.
So now, you did have a color man to help you through this, right?
Yes, I did. My Frank Gilhooly, who has been an announcer in Toledo for probably 30 or 40 years, so a veteran guy.
And how did it go?
Well, I mean, I would say that a lot of people were comparing me to Vin Scully.
Really?
Without the 50 years experience and the big vocabulary.
Yeah. Okay. Would it be okay if we showed a little videotape, courtesy of our affiliate there, to show how you did?
Absolutely.
And you're a good sport to let us do that. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Steve Mason making his debut, calling the Toledo Mud Hens game from Toledo on Saturday afternoon.
You're on, young man.
Hey, I'm on TV. How
see
about
if you can get us some runs.
Well, I will attempt to do that. I will
right.
attempt to do that. Nice to be back in Toledo, and it looks like a great crowd here at Ned Skeldon Stadium. On the mound for the Mud Hens tonight, left-hander C.J. Nikowski. First pitch to Mitchell is taken on the inside corner, strike one.
That's Ochoa.
Thank you very much. Oh, we're up to a great start. That's Alex Ochoa.
Whoa,
swung
boy.
on, long drive, forget about it.
Goodbye.
Pitch is swung on. Third baseman Hyatt picks it up around the horn in time to complete the double play.
No. Safe at first.
Safe at first base. Didn't get him at first. Alex Ochoa, talented young right fielder for the Tides, digs in, hits it a long way to right. Mitchell going after it. This ball is gone. Alex Ochoa. It's the rally train, the scoreboard says. Pitch is swung on deep. Left center field. Nobody's going to get this one. Phil Hyatt. Home run to left center. Puts the Mud Hens on the board. Big three-run shot. That's the first hit of the ball game for the Mud Hens. And that was a blast.
It certainly was, wasn't it?
That was a blast.
And I hear the trip home was really a blast.
Oh, it was a blast. In fact, it took me 25 hours to get from Toledo to Los Angeles. 5 delays, two missed connections. It was just ridiculous.
It's like the time Henny Youngman told the old joke where he called the airline and said, I got 3 suitcases. Could you send one to Cleveland, one to Erie, and one to Buffalo? They said, we can't. He said, why not? You did yesterday. Now, you were close on the double play, right?
I was close. Well, in fact, I think it's a good argument for instant replay because I believe I had the right call.
All right, okay. Anyway, here is the double play in slow motion. Catch it again. Watch the foot versus the ball. All right, here's the throw to the second baseman, as you said.
See it.
Okay, now the throw to the first baseman. Whoops.
See? That's a very good argument for instant replay right there.
And a very good argument to stick to talk radio here at CBS.
You better believe it.
You're a better sport than I've known in my lifetime. Thank you for sharing that with us tonight.
Thank you very much.
By the way,
Tom.
you know Herb Score, legendary baseball announcer for the Cleveland Indians, I believe, who watches our program regularly in Sandusky, 63 years old on Friday, so happy birthday, Steve, or Herb, and don't worry, Steve is keeping his day job.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
All right, so everything in order, Mr. Kennedy? Very good. Fire up the Colortini, settle back with Nicholas Torturo right after these messages.